ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ RCBನಿಂದ ನಾನು ಆರ್ಥರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶೋ ದಿ ಬೋಲ್ಡ್ ಟಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. I am co-hosted by none other than Akansha. Akansha,
Hi guys, Namaskara Bengaluru.
how excited are you looking forward to the match?
Oh, I am very excited. ನಾನು WPLನ ಮುಂಚೆಯಿಂದಾನೇ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂದ. ಇವತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ 3 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್, ಆಲ್ ದ 3 ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಐ ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ವಾಚ್ ದಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಫನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ RCB. ಒಂದು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಒಂಥರ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ರೂ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ತರ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಆ ತರ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಫನ್ ಟು ವಾಚ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಲೈಕ್ ವಿತ್ ಫೋಕ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ really into cricket and like know what's happening and you all are having discussions. So that's really fun.
Hanumesh, your experience about the WPL so far?
WPL ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ 2 ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ, 2 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಗೆದ್ರು. 3ನೇ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್
ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಹಲೋ,
Yes, Hanumesh, we can hear you.
ಕಾಲ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇವಾಗ?
Hello? No, you're audible.
Audible?
Yeah.
Yes. Like I was asking you, how has your experience in the WPL has been till now? Frankly, my experience in the WPL has been great. Like I went for the opening ceremony and getting to see like Shah Rukh Khan, Shahid Kapoor, Varun Dhawan, so on and so forth. Like even IPL finals don't host such great names anymore. So and watching them from up close was a really surreal experience. And even that game was a great one. Mumbai versus Delhi, repeat of the 2023 finals, down to the wire. When Harmanpreet Kaur got out in the second last ball, I thought that okay, hopes are gone. Maybe Delhi Capitals are going to snatch the win, but fortunately or unfortunately, Sanjana came off and just smashed the last ball for a six. And Mumbai Indians, that's basic Mumbai Indians. But we are here to talk about today's match, which is RCB versus the defending champions, Mumbai Indians. So, what's your expectation, Akansha, going into the match?
I mean, just as any other RCB fan, I would of course want them to win. And so we lost our last match, but then even Mumbai lost their last match. So both the teams don't have the winning momentum as such right now. So I think both of them will be really looking forward to get back into the game to get a win. And we weren't able to chase, they weren't able to defend. So I'm pretty sure both the teams have been, working on the areas that they kind of lagged in the last game, and I'm looking forward to watch both the teams play.
What is your prediction, early prediction, before we get into all the technical talks?
I mean, I would say, if Harmanpreet Kaur doesn't play this match, I think we have a very good chance of winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my early prediction would be, I think what till now has been observed in the Chinnaswamy Stadium is that pitch 5, pitch 6, pitch 9 has been used, and all of them have given a decent amount of swing. Especially pitch number 9 has given the most amount of swing. And if that pitch is used, someone like Ismail or our own bowler, our own fast pacer can cause problem in the opening overs. So it will
True.
be down to the toss. Because except for the two games, which was one was just yesterday, another one was few days back, that no one has won in Chinnaswamy batting first, and that has made it look like a very one-sided match. Ki win the toss, win the game. Try you bat and you win the match. As per Harmanpreet Kaur, I think she had a niggle in the last match and she should be back for this match. It wasn't anything serious. Mumbai Indians was just taking precaution. As for Ismail, we have to check. And our fan Vishal Raju, any update on Ellis Perry? Vishal, we will get back to you on that. So yeah, Himanshu will be joining us right back. Himanshu. Himanshu, what's your expectation going into the match? Isala Cup now. Sorry for my pronunciation, but yes. Both are playing Harmanpreet and Ismail. Yes. Both Harmanpreet and Ismail had a minimal injury. For Harmanpreet was just a niggle. So it was just a precautionary. So it does make sense that they both are returning. So it will be a full powered, full power Mumbai Indians. So we have to be careful because they did lose the last game, but they weren't at their full power because Harmanpreet is the anchor. Anumesh?
Tell me.
Yeah, what's your expectation going into the match?
RCB ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪಿಚ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ.
ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪಿಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ RCB. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು UP ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂಬೈ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ 162 ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ರು ಮುಂಬೈ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್. 163 ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು UP ಅವರು. ಹಂಗೇನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. RCB ಮತ್ತೆ MI. RCB ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ 150 ಒಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ RCB ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೆಲ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀವಿ.
ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಾನು ಅನಿಮೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ದಟ್ ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪಿಚ್ ಇದೆ ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಹೆವೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಟೀಮ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಹೆವೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ it's a tinier stadium and it's like a really good pitch for batting. Plus ನಾವು ಪಿಚ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಳೆ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಹಾಟ್, ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್. But then during the second innings, they are expecting dew, which will be like a great advantage for the batters. So yeah, I think ನಾವು ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆದ್ದಿ ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೆಲ್ಲೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ.
So basically win the toss, choose to bowl first. That's what we are sticking with. Coming to batting and bowling, first we'll talk about bowling of RCB, starting from Akansha.
I think the bowling lineup of RCB is pretty decent, and if we restrict them to say around like 160, it will be easy for us to chase.
Himanshu? Sorry, Hanumesh?
ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ರೇಣುಕಾ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್ 4 ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್. ಒಂದ್ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಒಂದ್ 2-3 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಪ್ ಈ ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ 150 ಒಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲಿಸ್ ಪೆರಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕಪ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ನಾನು.
I think for RCB it will be very, very important to, if they are bowling first and Mumbai are batting first, it will be very, very important to get wicket of the Bhatia right at the go and Haley matches, because if they stay on the crease, we know what they can do. They can easily set Mumbai up for a 160, 170, 180, and that is going to be a tough deal for RCB to chase given the inexperienced batting lineup which follows after Richa Ghosh. And it's like if you see Mumbai's batting lineup, it's like you have Bhatia, you have Haley Matthews opening with her, you have Nat Scrivener, then you have Harmanpreet Kaur, and so on and so on. Like even someone like Sanjana can come and whack 2 sixes out of nowhere, and yeah. So
So there's this one comment from Bleed for RCBians that says catches win matches. ನಾನು
hmm,
ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ವಿಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಫ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ವುಡ್ ಹವ್ ಗಾಟನ್ ದೋಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ವಿ ಕುಡ್ ಹವ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ದೆಮ್ ಟು ಲೆಸರ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಹವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆನ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಕುಡ್ ಹವ್ ಒನ್ ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಮಿಸ್ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾ ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅ ರಿಯಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ whole match as well. So I think we can look into that. They can improve on that.
especially the catch of Shefali Verma in the first over itself. She
Oh,
was dropped and she went on to score 50, and we know what Shefali Verma can do. And without that
exactly.
pace, I don't think that Delhi would have posted a score of 194 at all. So indeed,
Definitely.
catches win matches.
Yeah.
We saw that with Delhi on the other hand in the death when there was a miss between Radha Yadav and Meg Lanning, but in the next over both of them got catches and none of them were easy catches, and that's what catches does win you matches. There's another
True.
question from Vishal Raju. What's your opinion on our captain? I think she's not using all her resources well. So we had discussed this on a last episode that Smriti Mandhana, like removing her from captaincy right now is not the wisest thing to do because we are in the middle of a season and just it would just shake the camp altogether. Like, okay, you're stripping Smriti from the captaincy and you're giving to someone else. It will just like demoralize the camp and it will shake the camp. It would also shake Mandhana as a batsman. So I don't think so. That's a right decision to take, and it's okay. Mistakes happen. Like I was talking about last day that Wareham, she had her overs, Divine had her overs, Wrexham had her over. Sorry, Molyneux had her overs, and rather Mandhana went with the Indies and they got spanked all over the park. So yeah, the using of resources was not good, but just one match, I wouldn't say ki like okay, Mandana ni bring someone else. But once the season is done and dusted, I think that's when like the RCB as a whole committee needs to sit down together and decide on the future. Is Mandana the captain going forward, or should we go with someone like Ellis Perry or Sophie Devine? Because we do have that captaincy level material in our team. What do you say, Akansha?
I mean, yeah, true. I agree with you. Like, ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಮೃತಿನ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ಸಿ ಇಂದ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಪುಟ್ ಹರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ಸಿ ರೈಟ್ ನಾವು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಟೀಮ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಒಂದೇ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸೋತಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು 2 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಗೆದ್ದಿದೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸೊ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ sometimes mistakes do happen. I think what's better for the team is we keep Smriti as the captain because like if we like make any changes right now with that it will affect Smriti as like an individual player as well, and she's someone as an individual player who's really crucial to the team because like she brought in a lot of stability in the batting lineup as well. Like she's a great opener, and even we saw in the last match she scored a half century, and so we don't want it to affect like the team in whole and her performance as an individual. So I think ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ captaincy ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಈ match ಅಲ್ಲೂ. Maybe next season we can later see how the season goes this year, and then we can probably comment about that.
If RCB do not qualify for the top three, so it would be a disappointing season, and then they can reevaluate about their captaincy situation, is what I feel to
Yeah.
conclude that topic. Uh, So bleed for RCBians ask captaincy matter Allah an Akansha?
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, captaincy, I don't have a lot of comments on that, but again, yeah, I would stick to the same thing that we discussed before, that captaincy ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ರೆಕ್ಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಆ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ನಾ. ಈಗ ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, ಟೀಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ರೂಷಿಯಲ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಮೇ ಬಿ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಹವ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್ and we can take a risk, experiment with some matches. Maybe that time ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಇದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನನ್ನ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್.
Mumbai did that in the last game, right? When they rested Harmanpreet Kaur and Nat Krivebrand was the captain. I guess that doesn't shake your camp. It's rather a soft call, okay, let Nat Krivebrand be captain for one match. Whereas you coming and giving a press release that Smriti won't be the captain anymore will just shake the whole environment around the camp and the season. You can bid bye to WPL 2 season trophy. What do you say, Hanumesh, to that?
ಸಾರಿ, ನಂಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೇಳ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
What's your opinion on our captain? I think she's not using all her resources well. Then bleed for RCBN says captaincy matter Allah anne.
ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ಸಿ ಏನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗು ಎರಡು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, RCB ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್. ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದೇನು ಚಿಂತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 3 overs ಹಡ್ರೋ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ DC ಮತ್ತೆ RCB ಅವರು. 80th ಓವರ್ ಆಶಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಓವರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಓಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ರೇಣುಕಾಗೆ ಡೆತ್ ಓವರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಣುಕಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದು. ರೇಣುಕಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ 170 175 ಅಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್. ಆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಇದೆ.
Prashant BC says people are underestimating UP Warriors. They have a real chance to win. Prashant BC, we will answer your question at the end. We are talking just about RCB versus Mumbai right now. So coming on to the batting lineup, my personal opinion is it could be a bit awkward, but I would say that Sophie Devan is not clicking at the moment. So I would rather send Smriti with Meghna to open, give the base, and then Sophie Devan can come in like 7th, 8th over and can do what Sophie Devan does. Akansha.
True. I mean, I agree with you. Like, as we saw in the last match, it was, I mean, they did have a really good start. But then I do agree with you that, Sophie Devine going on number 3 would work better instead of, opening. Yeah.
Anumesh.
ಸೋಫಿ ಡಿವನ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ಸೋದೇ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರನ್ಸ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು 6 overs ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋಫಿ ಡಿವನ್ ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 70-80 ರನ್ಸ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಡಿದಾಗ 200 ಹೊಡಿಬೋದು. 200 ಹೊಡೆದಾಗ ನಾವು ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. 150 160 ಆದ್ರೂ ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. 200 ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬಂತು, ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ತಗೋತವ್ರೆ RCB ಅವರು, ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು 200 ಹೊಡೆದಾಗ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ಸ್ಮಿತಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋಫಿ ಡಿವನ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್.
So you're sticking with Smriti and Sophie opening.
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಘನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಮಿತಿ ಆಡ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒನ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮೇಘನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ 2 ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಂಚುರಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚು. ಒನ್ ಡೌನ್ ಅವಳೇ ಆಡ್ಸೋದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಇನ್ನ ರಿಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪೆರಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಪೆರಿ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅವ್ಳು ಸೌತ್ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ ಆಲ್ರೌಂಡರ್ ಇದೆ, ಅವಳ ಬ್ಯಾಕಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ.
How much do you think that Ellis Perry and her presence on the field was missed in the last game? Akansha.
I think it did have an impact. Elise Perry ಅವರ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ರೂಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅವರು
Mm-hmm.
like she brings in a lot of value to the team, not just as a player, but like also, you know, as a support system to the whole team. Plus, she adds on to the fielding as well. So I think with her coming back in this match, we will be a stronger team.
Anumesh?
ನನ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಐ ಡಿಂಟ್
Question, how much was Ellis Perry missed in the last game?
ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬೌಲಿಂಗು ಬಂದಿರೋದು, ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗು ಆಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಇದು ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್. ಪೆರಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು. ವಿ ಮಿಸ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್.
Do you think with Perry coming back, it will have a big impact on the match today? Because
ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
we are playing Mumbai Indians and they have all the big guns and we better have our big guns ready. So would you play Ellis Perry or would you play Ellis Perry today?
ಎಲ್ಲಿಸ್ ಪೆರಿ
Yeah,
ಆಡ್ಸ್ಬೇಕು.
I mean, ಹೌದು, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಆಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫಾಲಿಂಗ್, ದೇ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಫಾಲಿಂಗ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಎಲಿಸ್ ಪೆರಿ ಒಂದು ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಟೀಮ್, ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇಸ್ ಯುನೋ ಅ ಪಿಚ್ ದಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಬೆಟರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಟೀಮಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅವ್ರು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಆಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು.
Perry or Andy Clark? Andy Clark did get 35 for 2 last game, which is something that you can't ignore. Even Sophie Devine had 23 for 2. So would you keep Andy Clark and drop Wareham maybe? Or just like a swap of Andy Clark goes out and Perry comes in back?
Swap of Perry and this one.
I think we should keep her and we should swap her with Wareham instead. Because I mean, she played well in the last match, so like it would just ruin the, you know, the tempo, the rhythm of the, yeah.
True. So there's a question, bleed for RCBians. Subha Satish replaced Shriyanka. Shriyanka Patil, as we know, she went for 13.33 economy rate and she was whacked for 40 runs in 3 overs. Hanumesh, what's your call? Should Subha Satish replace Shriyanka for this game?
ಆಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಶ್ರೇಯಾಂಕ ಪಟೇಲ್ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಊಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎಂ ಐ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾರು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಅಂತ.
So talking about the RCB batting now, we do know that Smriti Mandhana finally scored her maiden 50 in the Women's Premier League. And fun fact, guys, even Virat Kohli hadn't scored 50 in his maiden IPL, but he scored his maiden 50 in third game in the second season, and even that was against Delhi, and so was Mandhana's 50 in the third game against. So yeah, so there is at least some positivity around Mandhana's batting, and I hope that she can carry the momentum. And you know, Sophie Devine, Meghna is already contributing, so Meghna, Sophie Devine coming into the mix. But that's the problem, I guess. After Rija Ghosh, we don't have experienced batsmen. If we are
Yeah, yeah.
chasing something like 180 and we are 4 down and we are like about 130, 150, it's almost like the match is lost. It's gone for us. If we do not have experienced batsmen after them, we have a very shallow batting lineup. So how would you balance that for today's match? And given Mumbai's bowling lineup, RCB will have to bat deep, is what I think.
True. I mean,
Akansha?
like yeah, true. I mean, like as I mentioned earlier, that like we require more depth in our batting, and
Yeah.
like Mumbai, they have, at least compared to us, like they have a better depth in their batting, is what I believe. So
They don't
like
they just don't have depth, but they have experience as well.
true. I mean, like, see, if Matthews
Yeah.
doesn't play, there's always Amelia. If Amelia doesn't
Hmm.
play, then there's like Nat Skyver, and then if she is not there, then Harmanpreet is always there, and her form like is really good right now. So compared to us, they do have like better depth. So I think what we need to do right now is like the experienced batsmen that we have, they need to stay. They need to be a little careful, maybe like not just give up their wicket for just maybe in between or very early in the
Cheaply.
game. They need to build more stability and then they can start hitting. So it's fine if they start a little bit slow, but then they need to build on that and not leak, not give wickets as far, because once the batting lineup declines, once it shatters, it's completely gonna scatter.
Because if we see like the defining factor which was against Delhi was Delhi scored 70 runs for the cost of 1 wicket in the last 4 overs. Whereas RCB, 30 runs, 7 wickets. They were just giving away the wickets for free, like
Exactly.
as if it was candy. Because if you see, they were not getting their. And I happened to read this somewhere that when Indians are under pressure, they get the basics wrong. They wouldn't rotate the strike. They would just think to go long, and that's what was happening. They were just going long. There was not enough trajectory. It was having a lot of height, and it was like going in someone's hand, and they were getting out. I understand the desperation. The run rate was creeping, but if you still convert the singles to doubles, the pressure will still build on opposition, and you will get a loose ball here or there to punish, and the game is still on. And for me, the match-changing moment was Meghna's. It was definitely a two, but I mean, it was unfortunate. But again, coming to the point, after Meghna, there was absolutely no one who could, that you could feel like, okay, the match is still on. There was just no feeling like that. Every wicket just fell one after the other like a domino effect, and that's what I guess Ellis Perry coming in would address. Like she at number 4 is a strong candidate to bat, and even if the top order falters, she can give that support in the middle and take RCB to a decent score.
ಯಾ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ
Akansha?
ಅದು ಟೀಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ರೂಷಿಯಲ್. ಆಸ್ ಯು ಸೆಡ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಶಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅ
Yeah.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಅಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4. Like she'll bring
Yes.
in depth, bring in a lot of strength to the team as well. So yeah,
Yes.
that's what I believe they should be doing. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಡ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಡಿ ಒಂದು ಹೈ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Anumesh, your opinion?
ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. UP ಅವರು ಹೆಂಗ ಆಡಿದ್ರು ಹಂಗೆ RCB ಅವ್ರು ಆಡಿದ್ರೆ MI ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಪಕ್ಕ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಾವು ಗೆಲ್ತೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಪೆರಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಪೆರಿ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಮ್ ಕೈಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಯಾರು ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರು ಸೋಲ್ತಾರೆ.
I'm trying to find out news on Ellis Perry whether she will be fit for today, but I haven't found anything, and it's everything is saying that she would be missing the match against Delhi. So I hope she's back for today. Fingers crossed, because we
Yeah,
do
yeah.
need her on the field. Because we do
We
need
really
Ellis
need
Perry
her.
on the field. Yeah. Mm. Then talking about MI batting, you have Bhatia opening with Haley Matthews. How do you break that partnership? And even if you break that partnership, you have Nat Krivabrund coming in. Then you have Harmanpreet Kaur. And it's a very deep batting lineup, and everyone can go long.
ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಟೀಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಲಿ ವಿಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಾಟ್ ಬಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರನ್ಸ್ ಲೀಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಅವ್ರ ಅರ್ಲಿ ವಿಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಟೀಮ್ ಮೇಲೇನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಬೌಂಡ್ರೀಸ್ ನ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಡಾಟ್ ಬಾಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅವ್ರ ಟೀಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಪ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇದೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, our batting lineup strong ಇಲ್ಲ. Our bowling lineup strong. It is strong, but batting lineup is. ಅನುಮೇಶ್?
ಅದೇ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 2-3 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಬಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ MI ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು RCB ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪವರ್ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ. ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ಇವರು ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂಥರ ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ MI ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಇದು ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಬೀಳ್ಬೋದು.
ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಬೀಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆ ಫಿಯರ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು RCB ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಬೀಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ರೇಣುಕಾ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅವ್ರ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ 2-3 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಬಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಪ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ 150-160 ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್.
ಅದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ UP ವಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್ MI ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ 4 overs ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ 13 ರನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೇ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಹಾಕಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ get them to put a lower target in case the batting first, or restrict them to lower runs.
Even if you see Mumbai Indians versus UP Warriors, again the pitch is going to favor the second innings because of the dew factor, and Chinnaswamy is a chasing friendly ground. We all know that because these two teams have won in the WPL batting first. So as long as we are not letting Mumbai score above 180, above 190, it is supposed to be win the toss, bowl first, bat, and it is supposed to be a cakewalk. But I'm reading the scorecard from that game of Mumbai Indians. They were 161 for 6 in 20 overs. Haley Matthews 55, 47 balls. Yastika Bhatia 26, 22 balls. Nat Krivabrund 19 runs, 14 balls. Alicia Kerr 23 runs, 16 balls. Pooja Vastrakar 18 runs, 12 balls. Easy Wong 15 runs, 6 balls. Everyone and even Sanjana 4 runs, 2 balls. Everyone contributed, but the run rate, it's 117, 118, 135, 143. So even if you can't, get the wickets, I would say just try to keep the run rate low. And from what has been the trend which has been seen is in the power play in the first 6 overs, the first team is barely able to play. They're scoring at 3-4 run rate. And if you can, and then the pressure is on the team, and then if they lose the wicket or two, automatically the game sort of starts leaning towards you. I guess that's the start RCB should be looking for. Shall they be bowling first?
ಟ್ರೂ. ಆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ MI ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಗೇಮನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ವಿ ಡೂ ದಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ವಿನ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್.
ಅನುಮೇಶ್?
ಅದೇ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ MI ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ಸ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಓವರ್ ಒಂದು 5-6 runs ಕೊಟ್ರು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೋಪ್ 170-180 ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೇಸ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪಿಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, we can chase.
170
So
chase ಮಾಡಿ 180 too much.
yeah,
Batting
180
like
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
180 too much lineup in
Yeah.
inexperience.
Yeah.
We can
170
chase
chase ಮಾಡಿ.
180 only if, the first 4 batsmen are standing on the pitch, only then we have a chance of 180, or else 180 is also very tough.
180 is tough, yeah, but let's see. So we have been talking a lot about the scenario where Mumbai bowl first and RCB bowl first and Mumbai bat first, but flip the coin and it's Mumbai Indians batting second and Namma Bengaluru starts the batting. What would be your ideal target score? I would just like, let's just say scores and then elaborate on it. I would say 160 to 170. I
I
wouldn't
would
say
say,
that's a match winning total, but that should be the target minimum.
yeah, that
Akanksha?
should be the minimum. I think like we definitely need more than 160, 170. Like at least
Definitely.
around ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೀಸನೇಬಲ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 185 ಅಷ್ಟು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ತರ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಗೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು 25 ರನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೇನು RCB ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂಚೂರು ಟ್ಯಾಕಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ considering all of that, we need to give them a high target because like they have a really strong
Mumbai
batting lineup
Indians.
compared to
Yes.
us. It's Mumbai Indians. So yeah, we need to have like a decent target of at least 185 so that ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೇನು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನಾವು ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ವಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಲೂಸಿಂಗ್ ವಿಕೆಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ yeah, we need to like have a higher target and then we need to restrict them.
Yeah. Hanumesh?
ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 150 to 160 ಅಷ್ಟು ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೋಪ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿನ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸ್ಮಿತಿ ಪ್ಲೇಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ 195 ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅವಾಗ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಂತು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ನಾವು 195 ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೆಲ್ಬೋದು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪಿಚ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೂ ನಂಗೆ ಒಂಥರ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಮಿತಿ ಮಂದಾನ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಥರ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೆಂಚುರಿ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಒಂಥರ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಇದಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಸೋಲ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪ್ ಟು ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ 150 or 160.
Why I said was 160 would be a 170 also, 172, 173 could be a good score is because we have seen batting first at Chinnaswamy has been a difficult affair. Whereas like teams are scoring 140, 160, but it's getting chased in 16 overs. Whereas if we go to the first match where Delhi played Mumbai, Delhi posted 173 and the target was 174. And Delhi almost won that match if it wasn't for
Yeah.
Sanjana's magnificent six. So I guess like as hard as like minimum expectation 160, but you should push for that 173, 175, 180, nothing like it, but yeah, that should be the range. Because 190 doesn't seem
Yeah.
possible.
190
So
is like very tough, but yeah, I mean,
yeah.
to play safe, if we want to have a safe innings, then probably like 175, 180, but minimum we need 160.
Yeah. So we will be answering some of the questions now which the fans has asked. First up, Prashant. Wareham is one of the leading leggy in the world. Giving her 1 over and Divine not completing her quota is a captaincy error. Asha is too slow through the air, which helped Chase to go after her. Absolutely. I had answered this question previously when I said ki like Wareham had 3 overs left and she should have completed her quota. She's the leading leggy and she would have caused trouble to Mazarin Cap and even Jess Jonathan. Whereas like even Sophie Devine had I guess 1 over remaining and even Wareham had 1 over remaining, and Mandhana went with Asha. She got spanked for 15 runs in 2 overs, and even Shianka Patil, she got scored 40 runs in 3 overs, and that's where the match costed RCB. Those little calls is what costed RCB the game. So I completely agree with this. Where I'm going for 13 in 1 over, like not a big deal. She can always come back and she can give you 1 wicket, 2 wicket, and just like give 3 runs. She can always change the scenario. But just that Wareham went for 13 in the first over, then you went with Asha who had already given 15 in the first over. Like it didn't make sense to me at least. What about you, Akansha?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. That was like sort of a mess up, and that could have been done in a different way, then probably we could have had a different result. Yeah.
Anumesh, what do you think about it?
ಆ, ಏನು ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದೇನು ಆಸೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 18th ಓವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ 170 175 ರಿಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಯ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಆಸೆಂದು ಏನ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಸೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಬಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಲೈನಪ್ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೋಪ್ ನಾವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ರನ್ಸ್ ಹೊಡ್ಸ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಬೇಗನೂ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ತೆಗಿಬಹುದು. ರೇಣುಕಾ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ರೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್
Hmm.
ಇನ್ನ 140 150 ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್. ಶಫಾಲಿ ವರ್ಮಾ ಆಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಗೊಂಡೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಔಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಯಾರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಔಟ್ ಆದ್ರು. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ 140 ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ 17 ಓವರ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ DC ಅವರ ಬಂದು ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 20 runs ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಆಸಾಸ್ ಓವರ್.
Another question from Prashant BC. Meghna is good in power plays. She can build an innings, but not someone who could get us 2 boundaries in 6 balls. If you notice, she uses long bat handle because of less bottom hand. Prashant, this is what I was speaking about while discussing with Akansha and Hanumesh, where Akansha agreed with me that Mandhana and Meghna should be opening, whereas Divine starts at 3 because she is not clicking at the moment, and maybe playing at 3 might just do the trick. I don't know, fingers crossed, but Meghna and Mandhana would be a really good partnership, which will give you a really solid formation to build on after the power play. Even if you lose Meghna after 6, 7 overs, there will be a decent base to work on for Mandhana and Divine to take it from there. And then if either of them get out, there's Ellis Perry to carry from there. And then there's Richa goes. But then again, who after them is the question. This question is for Hanumesh, bleed for RCBNs. Why didn't Simran Bahadur was given the ball?
Simran Bahadur. Because all were in decent form, bowlers, Sophie Devine and that South Africa player bowler came with Ellis Perry as well, and even ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಶ್ರೇಯಾಂಕ ಪಟೇಲ್ ಬೌಲಿಂಗು ಅವ್ರು
No,
ಕೊಟ್ರು.
but
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ರು
the
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿ
last match, Priyanka Patel and Asha who both went expensive, right? So why
ಯಾ ಯಾ ಯಾ
couldn't Mandhana try Simran Bahadur is what bleed for RCBNs means for probably.
ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅವರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ದೇ ಹೋಪ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ವಾಸ್ ಗುಡ್, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್.
Hmm.
ಹೋಪ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 170 160 ಅಂತ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 3 overs ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Hmm. What target? 24 hours winding. Prashant BC also says 160 to 170 is a winning total. Can't expect 180s every game. Get to 160, pick up Haley Yastika is not much of a threat. Nat and Amelia is their game changers. Even I feel Kaur is not much of a threat. As much as I agree with this comment, I have to disagree with this comment. Mumbai Indians have match winners. Even if you get 160, 160, 170, yes, absolutely. That is the target that RCB should be looking for if they are batting first. And even if Haley Matthews and Yastika go cheaply, Amelia K and Nat Brunt can lay the foundation. And Harmanpreet Kaur is Harmanpreet Kaur. She can win you matches. It's
She
Mumbai
can.
Indians. They have match winners. And I mean, you can't just rule out, it just won't happen that on one single day, Haley, Yastika Bhatia, Nat Brunt, Amelia Kerr, Harmanpreet Kaur, everyone flops. If that happens, then God bless, but the likelihood is very less, let's be honest. But yes,
And
if Haley and Yastika go out both in power play, it's a huge pressure for Mumbai to rebuild, and it will be a neck-to-neck battle, and it will obviously boil down to the strategy and captaincy and everything. It will be a very much mind game. So yes, Akansha.
ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ನ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಸೇ ಯುನೋ ಇಬ್ರು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಬ್ರು ಆಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಇದೆ ಗೇಮ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ರೂಲ್ ದೆಮ್ ಔಟ್ ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ I mean, I don't know if that will happen or not. That's like a very bold statement to make. But true,
Yeah.
like if two of their players, one or two of their players also fail, they still have other players who can carry the game, who can still keep the game in their hands. So yeah.
Bleed for RCBN says hi Akansha Akka.
Hello.
What about me? Bleed for RCBNs.
See,
Don't I
I have
deserve a
taken
higher score?
the show now.
So Prashant BC says Kaur has been good in WPL and in last two games too, but of late in international she has been below average way too many times. Just bowl her to her as some normal batter. Too much in the head would cause you trouble. I guess that is what, there is something about the Mumbai Indians jersey. An out of form player can wear that jersey and just go on to win an orange cap. It just makes no sense. And someone like Harmanpreet Kaur, no matter how her international form has been recently, she has proven in the WPL in the last two matches that she has gotten it in her still. The one match grab is what could, the momentum loss could be the problem. But yeah, I think Harmanpreet Kaur is still a problem for us. Divine, Prashant BC again. Divine is at her best while opening. I don't think we should tinker that. It's kind of a Warner Bairstow combo. Kill the game in power plays if you can, just like how Warner Bairstow used to. What's your take on that, Akansha?
I mean, I think I would disagree a little on that statement right now,
Yeah,
because we've
yeah,
seen the
yeah,
previous matches that she's not been clicking. And ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆ
yeah,
ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್
yeah.
ಮಾಡಿರೋ ತರ ಸ್ಮೃತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಘನನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೀಮ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒನ್ ಡೌನ್ ಡಿವೈನ್ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರ ಲೀಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಡಿವೈನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಬೆಟರ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3.
ಸರಿ. Prashant again. Okay, we have. Okay. Sorry. We addressed this already. Prashant BC again. Just bowl 10 good deliveries as early as you can. Any batswoman in the world, we are gonna win. Just 10. You have to bowl 120 deliveries. Just 10 good deliveries is not going to result into 10 wickets. So you still have to bowl another 110. So you have to continuously bowl good. not just bowl 120 good deliveries. You have to bowl 120 deliveries good ball.
Exactly. And like if we even ಮೆಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಒಂದ್ 2-3 ಓವರ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ MI is
Yeah.
such a team that will like make the momentum in those 2-3 overs and carry on the momentum. So I think ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ 1 ಓವರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರನ್ಸ್ ಲೀಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮಿಸ್ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು play excellent cricket, restrict them, and yeah, that's that. We can't just rely on, okay, we put 10 balls, get 10 wickets, get done with that.
Yeah. Prashant BC added, make it great, 10 great deliveries. Even then, they can just shadow it and just get away with it. Yeah, keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Any more questions, guys? Yes. Live videos continue. Agimadi, Anna in off season. I promise you, I'm learning Kannada. Sorry, I'm not speaking Kannada, but I promise you, I will get better at it. So we will keep it during off season as well, because it will be the build up to IPL. So you can't miss that phase.
Yeah.
So last question: Mumbai Indians, RCB, defending champions versus Namma Bengaluru. Who is going to win? I want to know who you think is going to win. I do not want to know who you want to win.
I think we should wait for them to answer in the comments first, and then we should speak, because I'm really curious to know about what the others think.
Guys, Akansha Apka has asked for you to spam the comments with which team do you think will win today's game? Is it Mumbai Indians or is it Namma Bengaluru? Prashant VC, RCB. Come on, guys, keep it coming. RCB. Yes, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Yes, that's the
Let's go.
spirit.
Yes.
Prashant VC,
We'll
we
show
will show
them
them
the
levels today. We will show them levels today. Yes, we will. Okay, now the audience. Oh, Read for
Mr.
RCB has a really nice opinion. Mr. Nags Wednesday. I like that one. So Akansha, the crowd has given their word. Now it's your time to give your word. Mumbai Indians
I think
or Namma Bengaluru?
Your Akanksha Akka will, go with you. I think RCB will win. I want RCB to win, like RCB always. ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಾವು ಸೋತಿದ್ರೇನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಚಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾನು ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಳೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನ, ಒಬ್ಳೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನ. And even when they lost, they had they had one ball left and 26 runs, and before that the stadium was sort of dead. But when that last one ball was left, even if we knew that we're losing this match completely, like there is no way possible to make 26 runs in one ball, still everybody started chanting RCB. ಎಲ್ರು ಜೋರಾಗಿ RCB ಅಂತ ಕಿರ್ಚಿದ್ರು. ಅದು ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ತರ ನೋಡೋದು ನನ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಮನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ನಾವು ಸೋತಿದ್ರೇನು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಲವ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ RCB and about RCB fans, that no matter what the result is, we will always support you with all our hearts.
Namma Bengaluru.
Yes, Namma Bengaluru.
So for me, what I think is it's going to depend on the toss. It just reminds me of 2020 T20 World Cup where toss decided the matches. Even the World Cup final where the toss was the deciding factor. So again, I would say it depends highly on the toss. If RCB win the toss, RCB have a better chance at winning the game. But still, it's Mumbai Indians. So, but if Mumbai Indians win the toss, I don't see RCB winning the game. I think Mumbai will just try to wrap the game as fast as possible, and yeah, I
And
hope for a good game. Hope for a good
yeah,
game, but I think that today might be Mumbai Indians' day.
and definitely winning the toss will give the team an upper hand, will give them an edge.
Hmm.
So yeah, I agree with you. ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲೋದು ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ರೂಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ತುಂಬಾ
Hmm.
ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಟೀಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೇನು ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ದಟ್ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ರೂ ಒಂಚೂರು ನಮಗೆ ಟಫ್ ಆದ್ರೇನು ನಾವು
Hmm.
ಆಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಮುಂಬೈ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆದ್ರೆ ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಗೆಲ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆದ್ರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ವಿನ್ ದ ಟಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ವಿನ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್.
For a team like Mumbai, ತುಂಬಾ ಟಾಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ನಮಗ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ
ಹಾ
ನಮಗ್ ತುಂಬಾ
ಹಾ
ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾ,
yeah. Well, Mumbai Indians toss ಇಲ್ಲ. They can win the match even with losing the toss. So yeah.
true. I mean, we need to win the toss, but then it's not like just if we win the toss, we're gonna win the match. We need
No.
to win the toss, play good cricket, restrict them to
Hmm.
the minimum target, and like bowl really
Hmm.
well, bat really well. We need to
Hmm.
like emphasize a lot on the
Field really
fielding
well.
and
We
the
have to focus
extras.
on the basics.
True. Like we've
Yeah.
been leaking a lot of runs in extras and like
Yeah.
misfields. So I think we really need to improve on that against a team like Mumbai, especially where, we cannot afford to just give them like an extra 15, 20 runs for like extras or misfields, or give them like miss two catches and, let them play, because they already have like a lot of strong batsmen in their team. So
Hmm.
yeah. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಿ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಸೊ ಬ್ಲೀಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಬಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅರ್ತೂರಣ್ಣ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀಸನ್ ಇಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಫುಲ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Yeah, I promise. By the time I feel I will be speaking Kamlesh at least.
ಟ್ರೂ.
If we don't win, don't if we don't give fight boundaries, we will win. Don't worry, we won't. Not in this match.
ಹೋಪ್ಫುಲಿ.
So with this, I would like to end today's podcast. Tumba dhanyavadya Gulu. Sorry for my pronunciation. Thank you, Akansha, for joining me. It was pleasure hosting this session with you and you being the co-host. Hoping to see you soon again in the post-match of RCB versus Mumbai. Any last words, Akansha?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should all, be thanking Arthur for being such a great host. ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ
Thank
ಟ್ರೈ
you.
ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು. ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಫುಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು. ತುಂಬಾ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟೀಮ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಪ್ರಿಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಟೀಮ್ ನ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಈ ತರಾನೇ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ,
Hmm.
ನಾವ್ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಪೇಜಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಮ್ದಿಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಕಪ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಬಿ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟಾಪ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಟಾಪ್ ನಾಚ್. So yeah, thank you to you for being such a great host. And this is my
My
first
pleasure.
time, coming on a live, so I was really nervous. But
Yeah.
then, yeah, I mean, I'm
But it's
sorry if
definitely not your last.
definitely not my last. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to all the fans as well if I wasn't able to speak a lot in Kannada because I'm not
Kannada.
very confident
We
with my Kannada.
apologize that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I'm also trying to get more comfortable talking in Kannada. So, yeah, hopefully by the next podcast, you will be watching me like speak majority in Kannada. So, yeah.
Guys, please once again a round of applause for Akansha because she's not really confident about her Kannada, but she still spoke really well today, and that deserves a round of applause.
Thank you so much, Arthur. That really means a lot.
Yeah. Thank you so very much to all the guests present here attending the live. You guys have been a lovely audience. I hope that irrespective of the result, you go out there, you watch the match with your family at the stands, you bleed red, and never forget, Namma RCB.
Let's go.